Alright, YouTube land, friends and family, once again on another glorious Sunday morning video. Came back to the Village of Edenfield. I figured I'd just stop and take a quick look at the Postal Rec Center. Looks like it's just about finished. Gate's still locked up. But you got a bean-shaped swimming pool. This is an adult pool now. These are not the family pools. Family pools are at the main rec centers. But this is the neighborhood adult pool for the Village of Edenfield. Got the lounge chairs. Nothing's set up yet. The pool is it's not officially open, but when it's in season, or just whenever I guess they do open it, yeah, they'll put them out. Well, here's the sign. This is interesting. They don't normally do this when you first walk into the gate. I just happened to catch notice of that. There it is, right there. Edenfield Adult Pool, reserved for villagers and their registered guest aged 30 years or older, must have resident ID or guest ID plus a photo ID. So don't shoot the messenger, guys. I'm just showing you what the rules are. This is per the villages, not me. And this holds true for all villages neighborhood pools. That's just what it is. And I think another part where they wanted to put it in front and center is because you're right here off the main street. And I had one of the workers tell me a while back when they opened up Homestead, I think it was, that believe it or not, they get strangers who don't even live around here, and they would come off the beaten path and go and use the swimming pool. And then they would get pissed off at the workers when they would cart them and then make them leave. So one of the ladies told me one time she's had to call the police, which cracks me up, because when people get offended or get mad when you're told to leave somewhere where you're not a resident of or something, it's just like, I guess it's entitlement. I'm not sure what it is. But anyway, here's the postal area where everybody's gonna come get the mail. You've got cornhole, bocce ball, shuffleboard off in the distance right there. Built-in scorecarding, of course. Now look at this. You can come out here in the morning and look at that view. You got the Southern Oaks Bridge, or the Bexley Bridge. Beautiful sunrise here in the mornings if you want to come out. Here's the back of it right here, with all these designer homes right here. So these designer homes, you're right up against this. You know, of course the shrubs, people are going to grow the shrubs and whatever, and it'll get matured and built up, but you're going to still have a nice view. And even got a little picnic area right here on the other side of this. That's where those brand new patio villas opened up. And it's just an absolute gorgeous Sunday morning. Oh my goodness. It's a little cool right now, but it's going to start warming up a little bit more, and it'll just be amazing today. Some cloud cover. I don't know if it rained or not. It looked like it did overnight, unless I'm just looking at where the sprinklers were running overnight or something. Anyway, the palm trees, brand new palm trees. Couple 3 years, those things will be filled out. So this is going to be just a quick little look at this. Let me walk to the other side here. You can park your golf cart or whatever and just come up. It's another entrance into the pool. Here's another look at it from a different angle. The tile work that they do on these pavers, not tile work, the pavers here, you know, it's just It's incredible. Every pool that they do is just outstanding. Love it. Pretty landscaping. So if you're out here, you're going to get a pretty decent pond view. Look how they did the rocks out there. That adds a lot of natural landscape look and appeal. Really nice. Now check it out. If you're in that house right there, straight ahead of me, even that white one, you're right up against those rocks. So imagine building a pad if you can, or a bird cage or something. I'm not sure where the utility thing is right here, but if you're able to look out, you're going to have a pretty decent view. It's going to be nice. So you'll get to see the birds. A gator might end up in there. They always find their way into the ponds. These retention ponds. Beautiful Sunday morning, guys. Now the idea this morning is going to be, I'm going to go back and check out some brand new development. This video is not going to be very long, I don't think. I'm going to go in and check out some new courtyards, because I suspect that there's going to be a courtyard neighborhood maybe where they're adding in on corner lots garden villas. But I am just admiring this view. Just amazing. But anyway, just keep riding. Well, I came down a little bit further off of McNeil Drive. It turned left. Cuppels place, Couples Place. And let's take a look at these designer homes. Padillo Drive. A few of these streets we've already been up and down them a couple of times when they were a little less done. This is Linhart Street, Linhart Run. I'm gonna turn right on Linhart. Let's go down this way. Right in there, we're on Schuyler Street and Linhart Run. Guess what that's going to be? Verandas. So we got up and coming brand new veranda neighborhood. Now this is still in the Village of Edenfield, I believe. It's kind of a gray area where Edenfield ends and where it bleeds into Oak Hollow. So I'm going to mention the street names, and so we have to kind of look at a map and just to make sure we're within that village. But right now I'm saying this is Edenfield. So Schuyler Street and Linhart Run for up and coming verandas. Now back up here on Shackleford Trail. Shackleford Trail. You can see all these houses right here getting built. Wow, they did a lot more since we've been in the last time. Right over here to your left, or right there in front of you, would be my left. Brand new patios that are coming up pretty quickly, actually. Smaller houses, easier construction, I guess. Those are patios. They're not ready yet. Can't even really ride around. Those don't do you no good. Gotta wait on that a little while longer. Going really slow, because one thing about the golf cart on some of these roads, it just kicks up a lot of dust. I get tired of rinsing it off all the time. So you got some houses coming up. Now, I'm never always sure about whether these are, Village of Spec homes or these are where people having a house built. Off to my left, right here on Ronald Drive. Ronald Drive, you can see all these houses right here. These look like cottage homes. Either cottage homes or cottage villas. We'll have to wait and see, just based on what I'm seeing on the houses that are further on down from the way it looks. That's a potential. Yeah, I'm looking at some of the models and it looks like I'm seeing what looks to be pebble beaches. I don't know, we're going to keep our eye on that. That was something that we saw on the last video. Still on Shackleford Run. We're on Edenfield Run. We're coming down on Lenhart. So this section that we just crossed into is almost finished. A lot cleaner. Grundy Way. Well, I think I found what I was looking for. I could have swore the set of courtyards were a brand new up and coming, but this one's been worked on for a while, and I'm thinking they're doing the same thing here as in the new section I was thinking about. But this one's off of Alex Avenue and Edenfield Run. They got a street sweeper in here. May have to come back later. Came all the way down Corbin Trail somewhat, and check this out. It'll be a brand new Woodlands Golf Club. The Woodlands Bar and Grill Golf Club. Oh, is it open? Or is it just looking like it's open? Nice. Bunch of people in the parking lot already. I'm gonna ride here and see a little bit of what we can see. Woodland Bar and Grill. Woodlands Bar and Grill. It's not open yet. Won't be long. I'm going to continue down here a minute and see what I can see. You can see they got some of it put up. looking pretty big. You're gonna have a family pool right here. I believe it's gonna be. That's what it looks like. Just based on the size of that. Like I say, generally these large rec centers, they house the family pools, and the family pool area is just a lot bigger. But that's what I'm going with until I can see something different. That's what's coming across to me is the family pool area. And you've got a large, you can see where you can be able to sit out and eat with picnic tables. They've got areas formed out. Looks like a walking area. That's what it looks like right here. Formed out. And then they got areas right in here where there's the gaming area. You know, bocce ball, shuffleboard. You can see the kind of the pads over here for that. And you can see where the outdoor bathrooms are. You don't even have to run into the building. If you gotta go, like right now, that's the bathrooms. Then you're gonna have tennis courts and pickleball courts. That's what it looks like. Yeah. There'll be a little while yet on that. And all this is kind of in between the village of Oak Hollow and the village of LaGrange. Our Alex Avenue and Edenfield run. This might be what I was thinking about. Can't really swear to it, but you got this Courtyards right here. They seem a little different where they got these little gable tops, whatever we want to call them. 2-car garage, 1 cars. Sunday morning and it's still busy. I mean, not as busy as it is, you know, Monday through Saturday, but there's still a lot that goes on in here in these neighborhoods, even on a Sunday morning. This might be with the neighborhood I was thinking about, and you can look down the street right here. These all look like brand new courtyard. Street's clean, thank goodness. So I'm just gonna cruise. We're gonna try to steal a look. That's a pretty color right there. Now here's a house. Is that a courtyard villa or garden? I don't know anymore, because look at that model, is different. See how that door is front and center instead of tucked away somewhere. I like that. I like the way they did that. Seems like every time you come into a new neighborhood, they you see something different that they've done. You see a lot of the same olds too, but you also see little things that are different. Like that one house seem a little different. You know, you got 2-car garage, golf carts. You know, you see more of the same typical standard Courtyard Villas. And off to my right over here, well, even to this one right here, that to me screams garden villa. And then it has a swimming pool right there. Is that considered a garden villa or maybe a redesigned courtyard? I don't know. Somebody referred it as a botanical, but off to the side it's the same configuration as let me back up here. If you look at the side of the house, everything looks like a garden villa. Only this one though, instead of doing the garden area like they did in the other villa neighborhood like this, they put that swimming pool right there. However, it'll probably have a separate golf cart driveway, that obviously, and this could be, you know, the landscaped area. But it looks like the same type of house. And off to my left, right here, this is a garden villa. Through and through. Look at that. That is exactly what they did in the first group of garden villas that were in the village of Wellpoint. And not only that, and also right here on the corner, garden villa. So it looks as though they are doing those houses on the corners, or maybe not. Look at right here, guys. That's a garden villa. Look at the posting for the lamp post that's going to go up here. All of these right here on this side of the street look to be more garden villas, which is strange because from what I've been hearing is that they had a really hard time selling the first group of garden villas. Did they all sell? Maybe. I don't know. But I think from what people have commented right there, that's a garden. Yeah, see, these are all garden villas right here. This house right here looks to be a courtyard villa. So I'm wondering, are they mixing garden villas in with the courtyard villas? Because they look so similar. You know, and they made it a much larger neighborhood. This is a pretty good sized neighborhood. So they were able to combine courtyard villas with the garden villas. I'm gonna go back down this street here. There's a garden villa with a swimming pool right here. Now I don't know what the name of the street is. I have no idea. There hasn't been anything posted yet. But these houses are off of Alex Avenue and Edenfield Run. Courtyards to a garden. These are definitely gardens. I'm gonna come back down this street here. I'm gonna catch the what looked to be the Courtyard Villas, heading back out towards the end of the neighborhood, like you're leaving out. So I think I'm on what looks to be, I'm thinking is Alex Avenue. These are all courtyards right here. I might flip. I like to try to capture each individual house, so even if I repeat a few, I'm trying to catch them all in, mainly because they're painted. And if the house is painted, then we can see, you know, what color it's going to be and all. Even though the houses aren't done, no grass yet on most of, some of them do. The courtyard right here. So we're going to catch these few houses on the left on out of here. You can see where these have got sod and some landscaping put in on these courtyards. Interesting. Once again, on the way in and on the way out, it's a garden villa. It's got a bird cage on the end of that already done for you. They didn't do that in the other ones. These ones have got cages on them, which is nice. That's something that you don't have to worry about getting done. It's already done for you. Bam, done. That's a garden at the end. So evidently they're mixing courtyards with the garden villas.